Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. I am just going to set this one on its merry way out across the field once more, and then we are going to take a hop, skip, and a jump over to this one, and I'm going to just make sure that I've got it properly separated out. And then I'm going to go over to here like this. I'm going to lower that one down, and I'm just going to do another pass up the field here. And then I'm going to set the hired help working on this one as well. Bring that all the way up to that top corner. And then the hired help can start doing a little bit of work on there. Hopefully it's not going to go over into the grass again and do anything daft over there. And the rest of it should be alright. It should be okay. So I've had a few different people commenting about how they think I should be doing things with the grass now that we've got this much bigger field. And a lot of you seem to feel that maybe I should just be, you know, put the mowers going, put the hired help doing it. Do the mowers, then do a pass with the rake. Go up through, let the hired help do that, and then manually go through and do the baling, and then go up along and do the rest of it afterwards. So I'm still of two minds. We could do that once, and we could see how long it takes to do the baling. A few people did say it would be better if we had a bigger rake. The rake that we've got at the moment is possibly a little bit small for doing that, although if we get a bigger rake, we're going to struggle to pull it with anything other than the biggest tractor. That's the rake that we've got right now, which is a 9.3 meter rake. We could go with something like that, which is a 15 meter rake. That is a really, really big rake. Oh, actually, the 110 horsepower tractors would be alright with pulling it. I don't want to do that big. I think that's a bit much. The only other option would be the Merge Max right there, which I think is a great rake. I think it's fantastic. See, that one there is a 6 meter. That one's an 8 meter. This one here is really good, but it's also hideously expensive. That one is within our price range, and it's a lot wider, so we'd certainly get the job done quicker. I'm just not sure about it. So at the moment we'll stick with this one, and we'll sort of see how that works out using that rake right there, and then we'll come back to it later on. We'll see whether or not it would make a difference, because obviously we would be doing less passes across the field if we had something like that, and that is one major aspect of this that, you know, it does come into it. That's one of the reasons that we've been using the front-mounted mower. However, doing all of this field with just the front-mounted mower does mean that it's going to end up taking longer than doing the entire harvest, and that kind of defeats the whole point of doing it like that anyway. So yeah, it's sort of this is why I'm wondering whether we should be changing things around a little bit. I'm not sure at the moment. We give this a little bit of careful thought. I'm going to leave that strip there. I'm going to leave that one go. I'm just going to leave that one go and let the hired help carry on working its way down across the field, I think. At least for now. So he's doing an absolutely grand job. The plough is also doing an absolutely brilliant job. It's getting closer and closer to finishing. It's not going to take very much more for it to completely finish all of that job. So I'm going to jump down here. I'm actually going to run over this side. Oh, okay, I need to go all the way up here. There we go. Now I can climb up onto this big stone. And we can see the track. We can see that one away over in the distance, but we can see this one down here working his way up across the field. In the morning, our crop will all be ready to harvest. So we'll be able to take the whole lot all at once. Get that harvesting. We'll also be able to do our work over there and get started on doing the mowing over there, which will allow the cultivator to keep working in the field here and then get going with the planting in here as well, which would be really nice. It'd be great if we can get that planting underway. That one, I need him to finish doing the ploughing before we do anything else. We haven't got that much left of the ploughing to do. It's that little strip there. It's only the bit that needs ploughing that I want to do. I'm not interested in doing the rest of it. I don't mind about the rest of it. That bit over there, that's not really going to make much difference. But anyway, we're done. We're going to allow our workers to work through the night tonight. I don't normally have them work through the night, but I think I'm going to allow them to work through the night tonight, and that they can earn a little bit of overtime. I see no harm in them earning a little bit of overtime. I don't think I specified that workers aren't allowed to do that at any point. I don't think that was ever any rule I put in. I mean, it might have been, and if it is, I do apologize. But I don't think I had any rule to say that I wasn't allowed to have my workers doing an overnighter. Wool should be up nice and high by the morning. Time we get to morning, we should be able to sell a big chunk of that wool, or all of that wool, and we should be able to make a small fortune out of it. So if we sleep for 11 hours now, obviously the workers aren't going to do all that much. They tend to slow down quite a bit during the night. You look up here, they won't have done very much at all. They're still chugging away without any drastic improvement. We've got rain on the way. The crop is ready to harvest, but according to our little symbol up in the top right-hand corner, rain is coming. I've got a load of wool there. Wool has stopped at 900. Oh, that is disappointing. Stopped at 900. That is really, really disappointing. Stops at 900. That means it's going to drop down before it then goes back up again, isn't it? Unless it stops sometimes and then carries on going up again. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. I don't think that that is a thing. Now, I'm on 5 times speed right now. Rain is due. I'm kind of thinking that we want to fast forward and skip. Let it rain and then come back again. So that those tractors up there can keep working. I've got food enough in for the animals at the moment. They're all right. They've got 2 days worth. Because we get 6 days worth of food in. Cleanliness is obviously going to drop down a little bit unless I bring the loader tractor down and do some cleaning. But other than that, they would be alright. The only issue we've got with the sheep is the fact that we've got full pallets of wool. And the only way that I'm going to move that is if I bring a loader tractor down so that I can... Or I could put the trailer onto that one. And we could load up a pallet. Maybe. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm already at 4,000 litres. This is a hard decision for me. Oh, that one's on 8,000 litres there. That one's on 4,000 litres. Right, so I've got 2 pallets. You've got 6,000 left there. I got 8,000 litres of wool left. Overnight, that did fill up a big chunk of that. That one's full. That one's getting there. These smaller ones, they don't have a lot in them yet. They will eventually. They will fill up as well. I'm torn. I don't know whether... I'm actually thinking it might be an idea to go to the shop and get a few more pallets. Then do something... Use the trailer and move those full pallets out of the way and then put some more pallets in. I'm actually seriously considering doing that. Because I didn't think I was going to do that. I thought I was just going to be able to change them over within 6. We've now got 8 that are almost full. What is the price of straw? Straw is on 63. I think that's about as high as we're going to get. 60, 63. So I will see if I can do it with this tractor. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this one. I did already repair this one, didn't I? I think I did. Let's go and have a look. It's very weird using the electric tractor, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I did already repair this wrapper. 99% sure that it has had some repair work done to it. Let's back it up this way. Over here, like this. There we go. And then one round. Yes, that one is fully repaired. I will go and put this one away in the shed. Then we will come back over and we will have a look at that trailer. We will move the straw and we will sell it. We'll get rid of the straw. After that, then we can see about... Well, we could possibly see about starting the harvest, except that we're not going to be able to start the harvest. It's not ready, and I don't think I've got room in his shed to be able to unhitch this one. I mean, I'd like to be able to. I turn that round there. I'd like to be able to get it back in here next to that rake. And I don't think... yeah, between the rake and the seed drill there. I might be able to... Yeah, actually, I should be able to squeeze that in without any trouble. This is whether this tractor was able to get it up over that little bump there. I suppose, like... I need to give this tractor a little bit more credit than I do, I suppose. Right, we will drop that one down there. That one is done. Then we can come over here and we can get these bales of straw and we can sell these. And then I'm going to be wanting to bring pallets back. Now, I've got two choices. I can either use the truck and the trailer back that's back at the shop, and I can do it that way, or you know what, I'm just going to go and sell these loose like this. I'm not even going to load them on. It's a little bit slow dragging this one round. I can load them onto the back of the truck and bring up the pallets like that, or I can take a trailer, this trailer, to the shop and do it that way. I'm kind of thinking I would rather not do it this way. Right, why aren't you selling? You should be selling, because you're not loaded on here. Right. It sold a couple right there. I'll have to load it on like that and then unload it onto there. It wasn't quite high enough. So there's $6,000 from selling some bales. I will move on round and I will go and get the rest of the bales. This is all while I'm doing this is giving those tractors up there time to do the work that they're doing up there in the field. I've got the plough busy. Yeah, he is turning round. Plough is still busy chugging backwards and forwards across the field there, doing an absolutely wonderful job. The other tractor up the top is also doing an absolutely wonderful job. Right, we'll bring you onto there. I will leave that like that. I'm not going to try and move it the other way. Well, actually, I suppose I could unload onto the trailer, couldn't I? I can do that. And then I can move it with this tractor. This tractor will still pull the trailer. It's slow, admittedly, because it's a full load of straw. It is struggling with it, but it is moving it. I got to admit, I'm reasonably impressed with that. I am impressed. Look, it's building up speed as well. It's actually building up speed. Okay, we'll load it onto the trailer like that. Now he's not got the weight of the bales on there. He's a lot faster. We'll bring him over a bit like this, and then we'll sell the whole lot. Like that. So anything above 60 for bales. That's what we want to be looking for, is anything above 60. We dump that lot down. There's another 12,000. That's $18,000 that we had from our straw. That's pretty reasonable. $18,000 is a reasonable amount of money from straw. I reckon it's going to start raining at around about 11 o'clock. Thereabouts. Something like 11 o'clock. So I've got two choices. We either go with the 900 and sell a couple of these pallets. Or, option 2, I go and buy more empties and stuff a few empties on there as well. I'm alright for a minute. I'm thinking getting some more empties back here would be a better option. Just going to leave that one there for a minute. 4,500. 8,000. I am thinking that empties would be the better option. Let's go and have a look at our tractors working in the field a minute. How much have you got left? Ooh! You're only going halfway across the field there. That means there's a stump underground here somewhere. Somewhere under there, there is a tree stump. Right. He's travelling on now, but somewhere under there, there is a tree stump. Let me stop him a minute, and you up here, I'm going to stop you as well. So I'm going to back you up. This is why I wanted to do the whole field with the hired help like this, is so that if there is any tree stumps under the ground anywhere, we can find them. As long as I can find the location of them, I should be able to remove the stump with my stump grinder the way that I've got it set. Alright, I should be able to do this. We haven't found any others, but there was definitely one there. So we'll go and have a look here. Let's lift that one up. And then we'll go down here, and it's somewhere in front of that little line that just turned up there. We've done quite a big chunk here, actually. If you look, all of this down through here, there is quite a lot of this has actually been done. Which is quite cool, actually. I'm quite pleased with this. I'm very pleased with the work that we've managed to achieve. Right. Lower that one down. How close are you to wherever this tree stump is? To lift you up a little bit. Yeah, like that. So I'm just going there. There's the tree stump. Here it is. I don't imagine there's going to be another one. That one was in the middle right there, so that should be fine. If I pull you up out of the way over to here, like that, and then I will go down to this one. I am thinking that I'll go and repair the plough a minute, because if you look how shiny it is, that's an indication of the repair factor, which means that it's probably going a fair bit slower than it could otherwise go, because the ploughs do slow down quite a lot. So I'll bring you over to here, like that, and we will have a look. So, repair of the tractor, yes, yeah, okay, that one's gone down quite a lot there, so that should help to speed the plough up again. And I'll go back up there, and this time what I'll do is I'll put it back onto the bit that we missed. I'm hoping that it will then be able to go right the way across that. As long as there isn't any other stumps there, it will just go and do that little bit. So we're not going to carry out from here. Go back up a little bit higher. Up to here. After that, I'm not really sure what it's going to do. It may end up doing something a little bit weird. I'll bring you to, what, about there, I think, maybe? Is that about right? Let's try that. Okay, so I'll lower you down there. If there's still a stump there, it will probably stop and turn. No indication of stopping and turning at the moment. Right, excellent. That's good. I'm pleased with that. Let's go and take you... I'm going to go and put this stump grinder back up the top where it was just now. Actually, no, I'm not. I've already done the top part of the field. This one can come down here now, and he's not going to be in the way any longer, is he? So we'll run you all the way down here nice and quick. You know, the only thing I'm thinking with all of these fields, the way we've got them now, is that maybe it would end up being a little bit faster if we were to get a bigger tractor than this one. If we were to get an upgraded tractor working on that steep field, that might make a difference. I mean, it probably won't for most of the jobs that we've got. It's not going to make a huge difference. It will getting the baler up the hill. There's no doubt about that. Getting the working the baler going up this hill, yes, that's going to make a noticeable difference. But you're going to, in order to be able to not slow down going up that hill, you are going to need an absolutely monstrous vehicle. We haven't even got anything close to being able to avoid slowing down going up that hill. And we're not going to be able to afford anything that would not slow down going up that hill either. So that's not really an option for us. I'm going to back you up to here like this, and I'm going to start you away again. And coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning. So far, wool price has not changed. I can't imagine that that is going to do anything other than drop down quite drastically. I think I'm going to get more wool pallets. I think that's the answer here. Rather than selling it cheap, we will just get more pallets. We've got 8 pallets at the moment. I'll get another 6 pallets over here, so I can scoop up all of those pallets there onto the trailer, and then I can put a replacement 8 down there. A replacement 6 in one go, and that'll be nice and simple. So I will go over to here, and we will go into the shop right there. Pallets like that, and then that's the egg boxes. So I want wool pallet reusable. That one right there. I do want the signs, and I want the capacity to be the extra large 10,000. And then I'm going to buy that one. It says 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Now all I've got to do is load them up. This is the bit that's actually difficult. This bit I do struggle with at times. Getting this exactly right. I can start off... well, I'll bring this one up over here, look. Bring him up so that he's all in the right place. And we'll stop there. And then I will come over to this one. And I will hook on that one right there. Back that one up a little bit. That one will hook on. Like that. And then I'm going to put this one forward and keep it out of the way. We will put 3 pallets on each side of that trailer. So you can stop down there. Then I can get 3 pallets each side of the trailer for here. And then when I've done that, we can bring the truck forward and we can load it up. So I'm going to bring this one round over here like this. There. And then I'll lift that up a little bit like that. And I'm going to nudge that up there so that we've got them together. This means I can pick up 2 at once. 2 empty pallets at once is going to be a lot easier than picking them all up one at a time. So you in here. This is the difficult bit, is getting it lined up exactly. It's more difficult not having a steering wheel. So not using the steering wheel for this series, it does make it more difficult. And there's going to be something that I will keep doing with the hardcore series, is I'm not going to use the steering wheel at all. Not even when I've got the... When I start the next series, I'm still not going to be using a steering wheel for it. So I'll lower that down there. That's about right, I think. And in we go. So I've got 20,000 litre capacity on that. Pick that up. Bring that back like that. And then if I turn it that way, in order to do the turn. Right. Now I'm going to take these ones first. I'm going to go around the other side of the trailer and I will pop them on from the other side. That's going to be the first ones that we're going to place down. Then I will get 2 more and I will put them on the first side. And then when I've done that, then it's... Well, it should be 1 more per side, but I don't think I need to do that. We've got another idea for that. I might be able to put them side by side across the top. Okay, now you, I need to lift you up like that, so that I can put these on the trailer. Bring them in. There. And then carefully lower them down. See, it's actually fairly easy to do this when I'm not doing a time-lapse, because I can constantly move the camera around. So long as I take a little bit of time to make sure the pallets are lined up properly, it's not too bad. If you try to rush, you end up making mistakes and things go horribly wrong. I'm not a fan of moving pallets in this game at all anyway. They're a little bit too clunky for my liking. It's the unforgiving nature of them. If you put the pallets on the forks at a slight angle when you're going in and then try and straighten up, it doesn't work. It locks the pallet right on. As soon as the tip of the fork goes in, the pallet is then locked. That is now locked exactly at that angle, and I can't change that angle with those pallets at all, and that's the bit that I don't like. I don't like that I'm not allowed to change the angle of the pallets at all. Because in real life, when you drive into the machine, into the pallets, when you first drive into the pallets, you... Very often, you'll be going at quite an angle when you're driving into the pallets, and you straighten up as the pallet forks go underneath. Your wheels are not dead straight as you enter the pallet. I mean, yeah, they are sometimes, but not always. You straighten up as you're underneath the pallet. Sometimes you haven't got room to do anything other than straighten up once the fork is gone underneath the pallet. It's just not physically possible to do that. And the way the game forces you to do it is, to my mind, something that it breaks the realism a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. And also the fact that the pallet forks have got no forgiveness in them whatsoever. There is no spring in those. They are absolutely rigid and hard. And I don't like rigid and hard like that. They've got to have a little bit of spring in the tines, because that's what they've got in real life, that there is a little bit of movement on those tines. when you put them down onto the ground. There's a little bit of bend on them. The steel is slightly springy. It's not absolutely rock solid, rigid, unable to be moved. And so there's another little tiny aspect of it that does frustrate me when I'm trying to do this. Right, I want to bring that one up there like that. And I want to see if I can take the pallet fork out. Yes, I can. Ideal. Right. There we go. So I've got 6 pallets on there. Let me go and put this one back in the shed, and then we can start driving this back towards the farm. That should get back to the farm, and... well, it will get back. We'll get those back to the farm, and then we'll have some more pallets there. I do just want to do a quick check on our tractors. I got another stump under the ground there. I will leave that one for a minute, and then I'm also going to go over to you, and this is the last run I'm going to let you do for a second. I'm going to stop you at the end of the field here. Well, I don't need to stop you. I just need to mark out the rest of it down there. So I am just going to stop you for a minute. Just want you to stop right there. There, if I press H, like that, just to stop it from doing anything that we later regret. And you can go right there. And I'll unhitch that for a minute. The plough can keep going, and we'll see if we find any more stumps. So, while the plough is keeping going, I will get this one hooked on, and then we can start heading back towards the farm with these 6. As soon as that plough is finished, I'll be able to move some wool around with this one. I mean, I don't actually need to go and move any wool. I got 60,000 at the moment. So long as that stays at 60,000, that means that those pallets are staying locked on this trailer. So when they start... nope, now it's it's already reduced to 50,000. I've already got 1 pallet has come loose. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all, did it? I hope I'm not going to lose any along the way. This is my fear, is that I lose a pallet somewhere along the way. I really, really don't want to do that. Let's slow down a little bit as we go around this corner. Which one is loose, then? Just looking at these, I'm trying to see which one I think might be the loose pallet on here. I really have no idea. Yeah, I've genuinely no idea at the moment. Doesn't really look like... I suspect it's the one at the back on the right-hand side as we're looking at them right now. That's the one I think that's come loose. That one seems to have just drifted ever so slightly off the side of the trailer. And, right. Well, I've got one of the ones in the middle has now moved. We're down to 40,000 now. So 2 pallets have shifted. They do at least seem to have locked in place a little bit, but they're shifting a fair bit there. I don't like that they're shifting. Maybe it's the 2 on the left-hand side at the back. Maybe it's both of those. One of them has definitely moved. But it could be that both of them have shifted a bit, and that's why they're no longer classed as locked in place. Or at least it's not registering them at the moment. It might register them again later. If I was to unhitch and then hitch back on again, it might kind of re-lock them back into place. I've just about run out of time for today's episode. We'll get this one down to the yard, as long as I can get it there without the pallets falling off. It would be nice. And then we will deal with the rest of it at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. That tractor has shown up. There is one more stump under the ground there. I will, like I said, I'm going to let that one just keep running for a minute so that that's just, okay. Now I've just lost all of my pallets. They're all now loose. None of them are locked officially onto the trailer. I don't have any numbers on the trailer. Yeah, we will get the plough to finish what it's doing, and that will hopefully show us the location of any other stumps that are under the ground that we've missed. So there's at least one more. We had one that we took care of, and it seemed to be alright after that. Once that one had been removed, everything seemed to be alright with it. So hopefully it will be the same with the others as well. If we get any more of them. I'm going to come in on the side here. I'm going to come in on this new track that we built. It's not really the right track for it. Okay, they really are all loose now. I'm hoping there's one there that's hanging off the side. He's half on the trailer now. Really, really don't want that one to fall off. And... oh no, that's... why is there a line there? Or is that what I did with the cultivator? There's a line over there, but that's just where the hired help is. No, there is another line. Okay, so I've got a stump over there, and I've got a stump over there. No, he's still going. I don't know if that means I've got another tree. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one. We'll see what that one does. I don't think there is any plow needs down in this corner down here, but we'll worry about that in a bit. So there is our next 6 pallets. We've got those back here. Those are done. So I'm going to leave you right there. And we will see about unloading those and getting those dealt with in our next episode. And then I've got a couple of little bits here. This is just where I was doing some plowing around the edge of the field, isn't it? And... right, what are you doing? Okay, there's another stump here somewhere. Why has that look? Why is that looking a bit weird? Like, oh, I know why it's looking like that. It's because of the cultivator. But why are you doing that? There's another tree stump here somewhere. It's reversing up because of a tree stump. Now, is it a tree stump that's right here? Yes, there is another tree stump right there. That's why it's doing that. We'll let it do what it's going to do so that it will tell us the location of it. It will get to there. So there's one tree stump there. There's one here somewhere, just behind where he's gone with the plow now. And then there's another one up over there on that end. So we've got the location of 3 tree stumps that we need to pull out. But I've run out of time, so I'm going to let this one just sort of finish what it's doing. And then in tomorrow's episode, we'll be able to get rid of some of these tree stumps. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me and get them to go and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.